Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Right now at 10, 2 months later, the search for a missing Winona mom continues. We spoke with volunteers about what keeps them going. Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. The search for the missing Winona mom, Madeline Kingsbury, continues. Kingsbury went missing back on March 31st after dropping her kids off at daycare. Her loved ones and the community have been searching ever since. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall caught up with volunteers and tells us what keeps them going.
They aren't giving up.
No act is too small or too big.
Right.
Whether you're searching or posting on Facebook, sharing a post, like everything is very helpful right now.
Today, volunteers searched the Minnesota and Wisconsin shorelines searching for Madeline Kingsbury where law enforcement couldn't. One of the places volunteers are searching is right here on Latch Island. It was recently flooded and I'm learning anything is possible. Kingsbury has been missing since March 31st. Her disappearance has sparked a nearly non-stop 2-month search. Law enforcement, volunteers, and loved ones keep going. Repul says they hope they find her soon.
But I think at the end of the day, Maddie would do any of the things that we're doing for anybody else. Her kind of attitude and personality is what keeps us going every day.
In Winona, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
If you'd like to find other ways to help, a benefit for Kingsbury and her family is scheduled for June 10th at Watoka Tavern in Winona. Anyone can attend and donate. While multiple fire departments worked to battle flames at Toads Cove gas station in Centerville yesterday, News 8 saw at least 8 fire departments on scene, including Trempealeau, Centerville, Holmen, and Ettrick fire departments. The Trempealeau Fire Department said they do not have any additional information to share on that fire at this time.
Hi, meteorologist Gary Canolti. It was a beautiful start to the Memorial Day weekend. The time-lapse from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville in southwestern Wisconsin showed bright sunshine, just a few cirrus clouds coming in late in the afternoon, and we'll see a few more clouds tomorrow and for Memorial Day on Monday, but the weather will be nice. Take a look at Doppler radar. Nothing across Wisconsin. The nearest showers are north of North Dakota, moving into southern Canada. High temperatures today, 82 La Crosse, 81 in Eau Claire, mainly 70s east of town. And it looks like the temperatures that are starting to cool off are still in the 60s to middle 70s. Once the sun goes down, those temperatures start to drop off pretty quickly. So look for those temperatures to drop to about 52 by early tomorrow morning around 6 a.m. Then we start to rise back up, and we'll look for skies to be variably cloudy or at least partly sunny through much of the day with a high temperature of 81 degrees. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes very little rain over the next 7 to 10 days.
And tonight, the Texas House of Representatives voted to impeach Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton by an overwhelming bipartisan vote. Paxton has faced 20 articles of impeachment, including accusations of bribery. So now Paxton is immediately suspended from his job as top law enforcement officer in Texas, pending the outcome of a trial in the Texas Senate, where there needs to be a 2/3 majority vote to remove him from office permanently. In a statement, Paxton called the impeachment an ugly spectacle, said it was a politically motivated sham from the beginning. Among the articles of impeachment were abuse of public trust, dereliction of duty, obstruction of justice, and constitutional bribery. Now the Texas Senate will have 20 days to set that trial date. And breaking in this hour, Republican lawmakers and the White House have reached an 11th hour deal. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavides has those late breaking details.
After weeks of negotiations, we have come to an agreement in principle.
A deal has been reached with 9 days to go until the government cannot pay its bills. It's now in the hands of Congress to get it to the president before June 5th. Speaker McCarthy said he spoke to Biden over the phone twice on Saturday.
There are no new taxes, no new government programs. There's a lot more within the bill. We still have more work to do tonight to finish all the writing of it.
As he left Washington for the holiday weekend on Friday, Mr. Biden seemed to hint that a deal could soon be on the horizon.
With regard to the debt limit, things are looking good, very optimistic.
Sources tell CBS News a possible deal includes raising the nation's borrowing limit and capping some spending for 2 years, while keeping Social Security, Medicare, veteran services, and military off the table for reductions. There's also talk of shifting $10 billion of new funding meant to ease backlogs at the IRS and using it to pay for other programs, possibly including healthcare and transportation.
I expect to finish the writing of the bill, checking with the White House, and speaking to the president again tomorrow afternoon.
Republicans have pushed White House negotiators on expanding federal work requirements on some of the people who receive federal assistance, including benefits to help buy food. With most lawmakers gone for the holiday weekend, Speaker McCarthy said he anticipates a vote on the bill on Wednesday. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
And experts warn that a default could lead to economic calamity. The stock market would likely plummet and interest rates would rise, potentially sending the U.S. into a recession. While coming up on News 8, a life-saving gift. We'll share the story of how a Chicago reporter helped save a young migrant's life. That's coming up later. But first, Memorial Day travel is on the rise, but so are the costs. We'll take a look at how much this holiday weekend is costing travelers. That's coming up after the break.
It's Home's Memorial Day sale with a large selection of in-stock furniture on sale up to 30% off. Plus, get no money down, no minimum purchase, 6-year special financing, and free shipping during the Memorial Day sale. Only at Home Furniture.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, farm is in our name, so you know we're animal experts. And when it comes to your pets, we know it pays to have a plan. Whether you have a new addition or a grizzled companion, one that's sporty or even a bit sensitive. Whatever your pet's needs, they deserve advanced nutrition. Purina Pro Plan Nutrition. And this Friday through Sunday, we're thanking all veterans and active military with an extra 10% off their entire purchase.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
No matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help you have fewer asthma attacks and breathe better. Tespire is an add-on treatment for people 12 and over. It is not a rescue medication. Don't take Tespire if you're allergic to it. Allergic reactions may occur and can be serious. Rash or eye allergy can happen. Don't stop your asthma treatments unless your doctor tells you to. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Sore throat, joint, and back pain may occur. Avoid live vaccines. No matter who you are, ask your asthma specialist about Tespire today.
During the Memorial Day sale at Home Sleep Express, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a free $300 home shopping card with free delivery, setup, and a 120-night guarantee. The Tempur-Pedic Memorial Day sale at Home Sleep Express.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, from the beach to the boardwalk, outdoors is a hot destination for visitors this Memorial Day weekend. And just as the weather is heating up, so too is the travel season.
Beaches across the country are opening up. Here on New York's Coney Island, visitors are basking in the sun and opening their wallets, and business owners are ready to cash in.
Now that we have Memorial Day week.
Okay. Guess we'll hear about it later. Rental cars are 11% cheaper than last year, but what you save there, you may spend on food. The price of dining out has jumped nearly 9% from 1 year ago. Also, if you head outside this weekend, health experts are warning about the dangers of excessive sun exposure and skin cancer. So if you plan to go outside, doctors recommend you choose sunscreen that has an SPF rating of 30 or higher. If you have sensitive skin, mineral sunscreen will irritate your skin less since it sits on top of your skin rather than being absorbed like chemical sunscreens. But doctors want you to know that chemical sunscreens are still just as effective.
Chemical sunscreens are equally safe. For these to be effective, you do want to apply them about 15 to 20 minutes before going outside.
Doctors recommend using a cream or lotion for the first application before you head outside, and to reapply every 2 hours, and wear hats or sunglasses for added protection. Well, coming up on News 8, Memorial Day weekend travel does not stop here. We'll check in with MSP, whose reps say the skies are even busier than last year.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. so the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up US Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Why should you have to continue to do that? Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. And once again, you're called upon by your family to serve and protect. We want you to know we are here to support you. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. It's not easy to ask for a hand up, but we are clear in our mission. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again. 833-WIS-VRAP. That's 833-947-8727.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Ride it out with the trade-offs of treating, or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. One dose works fast to eliminate migraine pain. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
There are too many options.
How do we decide what hotel to book? Fear not, I got you. Who are you? I'm your fairy hotel mother.
What is happening?
Let me help you pick a hotel you feel good about. Choice Hotels is a family of brands with a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos. Ooh, spacious. Or a Cambria Hotel downtown for just the two of you. Hold my wand, don't wave it at anything. Get the best price by booking direct at choicehotels.com.
Yeah!
What did I say?
Spring is a great time to plan your next home improvement project. Call now for a free estimate on windows, doors, siding, sunrooms, decks, baths, kitchens, or flooring. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
All right, we're going to try that one from earlier again. So from the beach to the boardwalk, outdoor is a hot destination for visitors this Memorial Day weekend. And as the weather is heating up, so too is the travel season.
Beaches across the country are opening up. Here on New York's Coney Island, visitors are basking in the sun and opening their wallets, and business owners are ready to cash in.
Now that we have Memorial Day weekend coming up, you can see how busy we're going to be this season.
According to AAA, at least 37 million Americans will drive at least 50 miles from home this weekend. That's 2 million more than Memorial Day last year, but still below pre-pandemic levels. Drivers may save a little bit of money. Nationwide gas prices are roughly $1 cheaper than last year. Travelers are also crowding the airports. In April, airfare jumped 2.7% from March. While it's down slightly from last summer, it's nearly 10% higher than it was before the pandemic.
We're seeing high demand in travel, and with that, we're seeing high prices.
Sally French is the lead travel writer for NerdWallet.
So people should expect to pay more for their travel than they have in even the past couple years.
Hotels are also up 3.5% from last year and 15% more expensive than in 2019. Some Americans are staying closer to home, going to parades like this one in Chicago, honoring those who served in the armed forces. In Little Rock, Arkansas, middle school students placed flags on the gravestones of fallen soldiers. Back here on Coney Island, families are settling in for this busy holiday weekend.
It feels amazing. I mean, anytime you can spend with family and get out and enjoy the weather, it's always a good time.
Well, as we learn now, travel is up across the country, and in the Twin Cities, the Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport is busy. WCCO's Jennifer Mayerly takes a look at how holiday travel is hitting the cities.
Some drivers took off for the long holiday weekend early, hitting the road on Thursday. Others got out of work ahead of schedule on Friday.
I'm going to Madison, Wisconsin. We're just going to go out for the lakes and stuff.
Abby Anderson is filling up before traveling to the cabin Saturday morning.
About an hour and a half away, so not too far. It's perfect and looks like it's going to be a great weekend.
and all my siblings and their kids will be there.
AAA says more people are hitting the road this holiday weekend, up from last year and close to reaching pre-pandemic levels. When it comes to air travel, more passengers are taking flights.
We're headed to Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, for a soccer tournament.
I'm going to see my granddaughter graduate out of high school.
Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport reports 40,000 passengers passed through the checkpoints on Thursday. Similar traffic is expected Friday, matching spring break levels, up about 10% from last year, and exceeding air travel over the Memorial Day weekend in 2019.
I feel like there's also this sense of like I missed out on so much time during the pandemic, and now I need to kind of make up for that a little bit.
Gabrielle and her dad are off to Philadelphia.
We come from a military family, so Memorial Day's, pretty special and all that entails. So, yeah, it's close to our hearts.
Jennifer Merrily, WCCO News.
Well, and MSP is not the only busy airport this holiday weekend. The Transportation Security Administration hit its highest checkpoint volume of the year on Friday. And also in Minnesota, a massive sinkhole swallowed a car in Brooklyn Park on Friday. Fortunately, that driver was able to get out of the car just in time and was not injured. Officials say an underground water main break was to blame for that, and water service was shut down to a number of area homes in Brooklyn Park, and the intersection was closed. Officials estimate it could take up to 48 hours to fix that water main break.
After a great start to the Memorial Day weekend, look for more warm weather to continue. I'm meteorologist Gary Canelti, and we're looking for high temperatures in the 80s all the way through Tuesday, and after that we should see high temperatures around 90 for both Wednesday and Thursday. Now there will be some slight chances for showers and thunderstorms by Wednesday afternoon and early Wednesday evening, maybe a little better chance for Thursday and Friday, but right now probably still in the 30 to 40% chance range. We're not going to see much in the way of rain. And as far as the rest of the Memorial Day weekend, look for a high of 81 tomorrow with partly sunny skies, and we'll add a couple of degrees to that for Monday, Memorial Day, high temperature at 83, and again no rain expected either day. Dew point temperatures are low across our part of the Midwest, and that's why we're not seeing any rain, and that allows temperatures to cool off pretty quickly at night and then warm up during the day. In fact, last night low temperatures were in the 40s and upper 30s through much of Wisconsin, whereas farther out to the west where there was a little more moisture, temperatures stayed in the 50s and even some lower 60s. High temperatures, though, warmed up very quickly. That dry air will warm up, so 80 was the high in Wausau, 84 at Minneapolis. To the west, temperatures mainly in the middle 80s across the eastern plains, but out to the west there have been a few scattered showers and thunderstorms over parts of the western high plains. Across the rest of the country, most of the rain has been in the southeastern and western parts of the country, and in between, that's kind of where we are. We've seen some cirrus clouds come in from the southeast. They'll actually kind of thicken up a little bit overnight, but right now the weather is warm through much of the upper Midwest, and while temperatures are in the 70s, they'll probably drop off pretty quickly and drop into the lower 50s by early tomorrow morning. However, as we take a look at future track, you can see, other than those cirrus clouds coming in from the south and east, looks like we're going to stay dry. Probably the best chances for any rain will stay well to our north and west, mainly across northern Minnesota up into southern Canada. And you can see as we head into Memorial Day Monday, really not much in the way of precipitation, maybe a few stray showers in western Minnesota, but it's going to take a while before any moisture heads in our direction. In fact, if we take a look at precipitation, this is through noon on Wednesday. Really no precipitation across Wisconsin. Then as those showers and thunderstorms start to move eastward into Thursday and Friday, could see some light precipitation. The heavier rain will stay out to the west of us, and this is all the way through Tuesday the following week. We're probably still only looking at about 1/4 of an inch of precipitation. The 8 to 14 day temperature outlook does call for temperatures to start to get back to below normal. The warmest weather will start to shift off to the west, but drier than normal precipitation expected through much of the Midwest. That trend will continue into early June. As we look at our extended forecast, look for those temperatures to warm by a couple of degrees each day. Be around 90 for Wednesday and Thursday. Again, a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm Wednesday afternoon and evening. A little better chances for Thursday and Friday. And then temperatures drop back to near or slightly below normal by the Tuesday of the following week. But notice we'll see dry conditions and not much in the way of rain chances.
That was Gary Canulty from our sister station in Wisconsin. Oh, Madison, Wisconsin. We're in Wisconsin right now. But thank you to Gary. And if you would like to help clean up our waterways, there are 2 Mississippi River cleanup days coming soon. On Friday, June 2nd, volunteers can gather at the Trempealeau boat landing. Registered volunteers will go to the landing they chose during registration to sign in, grab a shirt, a map, and trash bags. Volunteers will get lunch after cleanup is finished. Also, lacrosse cleanup happens the next day on June 3rd. Check-in is also at 8, and after that cleanup, all volunteers are invited to Copeland Park for lunch. You can also register for this day online. This is the 30th year of the river cleanup, and the group has picked up nearly 750,000 pounds of debris and trash from the banks of the Mississippi. And coming up in sports, a big weekend for UWL athletics. The track and field teams are at the Division III championships, while the baseball team is trying to secure their spot in the College World Series. Kate is in next with the highlights.
Sunday morning, Arnold Schwarzenegger back in action, plus hitting the high notes. And failures we'll never forget. Listen for the trumpet.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Your health care should be unique to you. At Mayo Clinic Health System, they get to know your story and customize a treatment plan that fits your needs.
During the Memorial Day event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $300 on a Posturepedic Plus High Point Hybrid mattress. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
If you think you have Dupuytren's contracture, there's a simple test you can take from anywhere. Try to lay your hand flat against the surface. If you can't, you may have Dupuytren's contracture. Talk to a hand specialist about your options, including non-surgical treatments.
Thanks, La Crosse, for voting Dahl Ford the best new car dealership, voting Gino Arts the best car salesperson, and voting Abra Auto Body the best body shop in La Crosse County. We do our best to exceed your expectations every day.
Ho-Chunk Gaming in Nakusa and WKBT News 8 want to bring awareness to sexual assault prevention in the Ho-Chunk community and our surrounding areas. 1 out of every 3 women have been sexually assaulted. Indigenous women are 2.4 times more likely to be assaulted than Caucasian women. Ho-Chunk Nakusa wants to help put a stop to these crimes and help educate our community on the importance of sexual assault prevention.
So that no matter what mess you brought into this church today, no matter what addiction and what struggle, no matter how many times you've doubted God or questioned God, that because of Jesus Christ, God's not holding it over your head. Instead, there is this amazing grace, there is this unconditional love that you and I can say, God doesn't just put up with us. God loves us.
Join Pastor Mike Novotny each Sunday. Watch Time of Grace on Channel 8, WKBT.
During the Memorial Day event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Kate Overton.
We've got day 2 of the Division III Baseball Super Regionals down at Copeland Park as UW La Crosse and UW Stevens Point were battling for a spot in the College World Series. If the Eagles win the first game, they move on. But if the Pointers win the first game, there will be a winner-take-all Game 3. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The first game was crazy. We'll pick things up in the 5th inning. Stevens Point already up 18-2, looking for more. Runner on third for Bradley Comer, and he gets one past the infield. 1 run comes across. Now make that 19-2. Stevens Point up big, but UWL wasn't going down without a fight. 6th inning, and Chris Vanden Heuvel sends one deep to the outfield. Center fielder giving chase, but that's over the wall for a home run. Eagles now down 11. Same inning, Jordan Williams now at the dish, and Williams gets a chunk of this one. That's deep to left, over the quick trip sign for another home run. It's now 19-13. Next inning, 2 men on for Ben Larange, and he's going to take one out to left, and that's another 3-run home run. It's 19-16. Eagles now down by just 1, and with a man on, George Seaman is going to give UWL the lead. A 2-run shot. It's now 20-19. Top of the 9th, Eagles trying to hold on, but it's the Viroqua native Camden Oliver. The freshman launches one to right. That's gone for a 2-run shot. The Pointers add 5 in the 9th, and Stevens Point holds on in a thriller, 24-20. All right, so that sets up Game 3. Winner to the World Series. UWL already up 7-1 after the second, and Ty Hamilton is going to give them a few more. The designated hitter gets one through to right field. 2 runners coming to score, and UWL takes a 9-1 lead. Stevens Point not out of it. Bradley Comer at the dish, and he's going to touch them all. A deep fly over the right field wall, and the Pointers cut the deficit to 7. But this UWL offense was relentless. George Seaman blasts another home run to right. He would have 4 total home runs on the day. This one puts UWL up 8. The Pointers trying to answer, but Owen Anderson strikes out Oliver to end the inning. That has the Eagles fired up as UWL goes on to win it 16-10, and they're moving on to the College World Series for the 3rd time in program history. They'll be down in Cedar Rapids starting next weekend. All right, let's switch to the track. The UWL men's and women's track teams are in Rochester, New York, competing in the Division III Track and Field Championships. Both teams entering today with a chance to win it all, but no matter the team scores a ton of Eagles, earned All-American status. Let's start with the men's 4x100 meter relay. They broke the D3 record in qualifying, and we're looking to do it again today. Luke Schroeder coming down the final stretch. He's going to finish with a time of 39.96. They broke 40 seconds for the 2nd time in the meet, and they're bringing home the gold. Girls 100 meter dash, keep your eyes on lane 4. That's the lacrosse native Lauren Jarrett, just a freshman at UWL, but she's flying. She takes 2nd with a time of 11.61. She earns All-American status. What a day for her. And of course, in the men's 100, it's the fastest man in Division III, Sam Blasowski, making it look easy. He's flying down the stretch, and he's going to break his own Division III record, coming in at 10.13. And unfortunately for the Aquinas grad and distance machine, Ethan Gregg, he was hit with a false start in the 5,000 meter run, a race that he had a good chance at winning, but he was disqualified. For the team scores, the women's team was crowned national champions, while the men's team finished in 2nd. All right, the Milwaukee Bucks have identified their next head coach. After conducting a search that lasted several weeks, the Bucks have decided to hire Toronto Raptors assistant Adrian Griffin. That's according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. The two sides are progressing on the terms of agreement. Griffin began his NBA coaching career in Milwaukee, where he served as an assistant from 2008 to 2010. Since then, he has spent time as an assistant with the Bulls, the Magic, the Thunder, and the Raptors. He also played 9 seasons in the league from 1999 to 2008. Griffin clearly has ample experience as an assistant and now will get an opportunity to be the head shot caller for the first time. All right, a quick game update out of Minnesota. The Lancers are moving on to the next round of the MSHSL playoffs. They got a nail-biting win over Chatfield 6-5. Eli McCool with a complete game shutout. The Lancers will go again on Monday in Rochester. All right, let's check in on the Brewers. Down 1 in the 7th, but Victor Caratini is going to put a change to that. He sends one out to right field. 1 run comes across. Caratini is going to get thrown out at 2nd, but this one is tied up. 8th inning, Giants going to answer. Mitch Haniger with a runner on, launches one to deep center field, and that's going to give San Francisco the lead as the Giants get the win 3-1. And in Minnesota, the Twins tied with the Blue Jays in the 5th, but in steps Willie Castro. Castro with a moonshot to center field, and oh no, that's off the glove of the Wisconsin native Dalton Varsho, and the Twins take a 6-4 lead. 7th inning, nobody on for Castro again, and this time Castro is going to hit a solo home run. That's going to add to the lead as Minnesota goes on to win it 9-7. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
When Derek Van Orden wanted your vote, he signed the U.S. Term Limits Pledge. But now, Congressman Van Orden is breaking his U.S. Term Limits Pledge. Term Limits Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
If you've been waiting for the best time to buy furniture, this is it. The King Furniture Memorial Day Weekend Sale, where everything in our showroom has been reduced. Find sofas, sectionals, bedrooms, recliners, dining, and more. Plus 12 months interest-free financing. These deals only last through Memorial Day weekend, as we will be closed on Memorial Day to remember and honor our nation's heroes. Don't miss the King Furniture Memorial Day Weekend Sale. Going on now.
You didn't live this strong, this long, to get put on the shelf like a porcelain doll. But 1 out of 2 women over 50 will suffer a fracture from osteoporosis. You should know you can build new bone with Evenity for postmenopausal women with osteoporosis at high risk for fracture. Ask your doctor if you can do more than just slowing down bone loss with Evenity. Want stronger bones? Then build new bone. Evenity can help in just 12 months. Evenity is proven to reduce spine fracture risk by 73%.
Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a cardiovascular problem. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions and low blood calcium have occurred. Tell your doctor about jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity, or about pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred.
Don't let a break put you on a shelf. Talk to your doctor about building new bone with Evenity.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
Diapers in politicians must be changed often, and for the same reason. And already something stinks about Derek Van Orden. Now politician Van Orden is breaking his U.S. term limits pledge. Term Limits Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
A 2-year-old migrant girl was living with her family at a Chicago police station without her thyroid medication. One reporter learned of her condition and brought her life-saving help.
While doing the story about the overcrowding here at the 12th District, I started talking with a family from Columbia, and I learned that the youngest member of that family was in desperate need of medication.
2 meses de que no toma medicamento.
Marjorie Catherine Ramon Martinez told me her 2-year-old granddaughter, Kaine, has been without her thyroid medication for the past 2 months since they left Columbia.
En el cuerpecito
She told me inside her little body there are small masses that have been forming under Kaine's skin. Her arms have also become swollen. When I asked if they told anyone, she said no. I told the family to come inside the 12th District with me. I translated for the family, telling police about Kaine's condition. Police immediately called an ambulance. It arrived within minutes, taking the 2-year-old to Stroger Hospital.
Gracias a Dios, pues llegó usted, señora.
Marjorie thanked me and expressed her gratitude to the police for getting the help her granddaughter so desperately needed. Marjorie and her daughter, 18-year-old Yatsiev Camila Velasquez Ramon, along with her toddler and the baby's father, trekked across a jungle in Panama for 9 days, finally traveling through 5 countries before getting to Texas, then coming to Chicago. ¿Quieres un futuro?
Para mi hija.
Para tu hija?
Sí.
Yatsiev told me she wants a better future for herself and her daughter.
Well, the reporter said she's spoken with the family since this report and learned the 2-year-old was given an IV and a 30-day supply of thyroid medication. We'll be right back.
It's Home's Memorial Day sale with a large selection of in-stock furniture on sale up to 30% off. Plus, get no money down, no minimum purchase, 6-year special financing, and free shipping during the Memorial Day sale. Only at Home Furniture.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburgers cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
It's time for amazing Memorial Day savings at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Right now, shop unbeatable deals on everything you need to kick off the summer season. Like special buy Kingsford Charcoal Briquette Combo Packs, just $16.99. Men's Lee Extreme Motion Shorts, only $34.99. And select Milk-Bone Dog Treats start at just $8.99. Plus, this Friday through Sunday, we're thanking all veterans and active military with an extra 10% off their entire purchase.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice.
Ride it out with the trade-offs of treating, or push through the pain and symptoms? With Ubrelvy, there's another option. One dose works fast to eliminate migraine pain. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
There are too many options.
How do we decide what hotel to book? Fear not, I got you. Who are you? I'm your fairy hotel mother.
What is happening?
Let me help you pick a hotel you feel good about. Choice Hotels is a family of brands with a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos. Ooh, spacious. Or a Cambria hotel downtown for just the two of you. Hold my wand, don't wave it at anything. Get the best price by booking direct at choicehotels.com.
Yeah!
What did I say?
During Home Seasonal Concepts Memorial Day Patio Sale, get up to 30% off regular prices on the largest selection of outdoor furnishings, like this 4-piece wicker patio set for just $11.99, and get 6-year special financing at Home Seasonal Concepts Memorial Day Patio Sale.
Well, thank you for watching News 8. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow night.